I keep yawning.
Say hi.
Hi.
We're back. Okay, as we said, we're playing some catch up.
Yes.
That's why we're wearing the same clothes, because we are doing these catch ups, these devotions. Catch ups. We have a lot of homework. So do you.
January 31st. Day
31. So this is Good Morning God with Rick Coram. Show him the book. Show him. These are daily devotions for a year that we are doing every day.
Yes.
We are Man, Cub, and Mama Bear, and our blog is
adaring-.com.
Yes, check it out to see our story and see what we're up to. This is Wyatt.
January 31st, day
31.
Cover his belly. Time to take a stand. 1 Samuel 17 through 30 is your
Homework.
There is a story about a young soldier whose older brothers were both enlisted in the Civil War. One brother was in the Union Army and the other served for the Confederates. The youngest boy was caught in the middle, so he put on a gray shirt and blue pants and grabbed his trusty rifle. When he walked out on the battlefield, both sides shot at him. In this vacillating generation, it's easy, like that poor fellow, to not take a stand. But someone has well said, people who won't stand for something will fall for anything. Isn't that a song?
I don't know.
Not to stand for something or you'll fall for anything.
Maybe.
It's a country song.
Sounded good.
About 3,000 years ago, a teenager named David took a stand. His brothers and the other Israelite soldiers were scared of a menacing bully with a big mouth. But David refused to back up or back down. He simply stood firm and defeated Goliath in the mighty name of the Lord. The brave young man decided to take a stand. Stand up for something today in the name of the Lord. God doesn't need an army to defeat the Goliaths that will threaten his people. He simply wants individuals who will courageously stand for him. So what's a way you could stand in daily life?
Well, okay.
Yep.
Confession.
Here we go.
I went to the dentist the other day,
Uh-huh.
and at the dentist, they said, we have Pandora. We can play any song or any kind of music you want. What genre would you like to listen
They
to?
didn't ask me that.
They ask me that every time I go. And maybe it's because I have longer appointments.
Maybe because you're in there like in the morning.
I don't know. Anyway, so I have this moment of struggle every time. And I'm like, well, what I really like to listen to on Pandora is Jason Crabb radio, because it plays a whole bunch of Southern gospel and like
Yes.
Gaither groups, and like
Yes.
I love that. And I realize that that's odd for somebody of my generation to love that stuff, but I do. So I have a moment of struggle because that's really what I want to tell them. But then I'm like, ugh, would that be painful for them if they don't listen to that kind of stuff?
It probably
Like,
would.
I don't want them to mess up my teeth because they're cringing at like all the quartets. So I have a moment and I'm like, just play 90s. Because I like 90s too, because I'm a 90s kid. But then I feel bad. Because then I say to myself, oh, I could have used that for a moment to witness to somebody, and I didn't.
Yeah.
Because I got scared. So that's a stupid, silly little way that you could stand up daily, just by being who you want to be as a soldier for God. Like, listen to the music you want to listen to that edifies God, edifies the Bible and Christian people. And then other people will see that. And either it will attract them to you because they need to hear something, they need to hear something from you, and God has put you in their path, or it will keep them from you, and maybe that's another way for God to try to ward off temptation and bad things in your life. Yeah. So that's my confession.
That's good.
That's one way you could stand.
That's good.
Another way, you could just show up to church. Show up to church and
Shut
serve.
your mouth.
And I'm telling you, I'm convicted by the phrase. I'm preaching to myself. I have been told over and over by my preacher that just attendance at church is so important.
Yeah.
If you never get anything out of the message and you never get anything out of the devotion or the Bible study, your presence means so much to other people being there. Means so much to other people who are there. So either new Christians who need to have an example of how to be consistent, or to old Christians who just need the blessing of your presence.
Hey.
Not that I think my presence is that much of a blessing, but that's what my preacher says.
I'm gonna check your temperature.
I know. Listen, it's not that I don't know these things. It's that I need to practice these things.
Another way, I think a lot of people can relate to this. Tell people to stop when they take the Lord's name in vain.
Yes. When you go to work with people who cuss or who take the Lord's name in vain, just a simple, hey, can you not do that around me, please? Mm-hmm. Very polite, very simple, and it's eye-opening for them.
Yeah. So, there's a few ways. Let us know a way you thought of that you could do that. Okay? Take a stand.
Please. Why don't you leave us a comment? Let us know different little ways that you can stand or that you struggle with standing, so we can help each other out.
Yeah.
All right?
Okay.
Have a good day.
Bye.